For me, I just really think that, the energy that you put out into the world is going to draw back the results that you want to see or don't want to see. So as long as your energy is right, then you're going to be able to accomplish whatever it is you're setting out to accomplish. You know what I mean?
That's what I appreciate about your game is you understand the art of the independent hustle and creating your own success. And now with the internet and everything, comedians can do that more than ever.
Right.
So, like, what are some ways or tips you have for comics who should or who could just build their own foundation?
Well, it's easier now than it's ever been because, 20 years ago, if this was, my reality, I would be, all of us, really, especially the people on Wild 'N Out, just to use that as an example, would be a whole lot more famous if the internet didn't exist. Because if the internet didn't exist, the access to us would be a whole lot less, than it is now. So you think when In Living Color was on, like they were superstars because the odds of you being able to have contact or interact with them or let them know how you feel about them, whether it be negative or positive, was very difficult. You had to write a letter and then get a letter back and then write another letter. And then, you know what I mean? Like, it's different now. Now you have direct access to anybody. Beyonce is the biggest star in the world, but you can go on her Instagram page and type a comment in her comments, and the odds of her seeing that are a whole lot more than the odds of her seeing the letter 20 years ago in the 15,000 letters a day. So just utilize that aspect, and whatever it is you want to do, I don't care what it is. If you want to be a comedian, if you just want to be an Instagram entertainer, start. That's the biggest thing. Most people just sit around and don't start. You can talk a hole in your head, but until you start putting forth the effort, the universe ain't going to give you nothing back because you haven't given it anything to work off. So you got to put forth some type of effort. I tell people that all the time. People come up and be like, I want to be a comic. Well, have you done any stand-up? I don't care where you do, especially college students. We do a lot of colleges, and they were like, man, I want to be a comedian. I'm like, man, you're in college. They have to utilize funds to let you do what you want to do. Do it while it's free, because once you leave here, nothing's free anymore. Everything costs money. So the best thing you can do while you're here is utilize this place who is put here to help advance you as a human being, and do it for nothing when it doesn't cost you anything, and you learn the game. So when you get out here and have to use your money, you've already built some type of foundation. If you have a skill set at it that's going to follow you, and it makes it a little bit easier for you to get out here and start to push your envelope, because you've already started in a place where it didn't cost you anything, and that pressure of financial stability wasn't on you. You don't have that when you're a college student. And for those people who aren't and just trying to do it on their own, you can go to Rite Aid and buy a cell phone, you know what I mean? And you can go to Starbucks and get Wi-Fi. So it's really no excuse now for you not to be able to put forth some type of effort. You can't cheat the game. You have to put in the work. You have to get out here and put your feet on the pavement and do something. And once you start doing something, then you'll start to see the results of you doing something. And you got to be able to recognize what success is. Because even if you go from, I remember the first Instagram post I put up got 12 likes. You know what I mean? And I was excited about the fact that I got 12.
It didn't show all the names anymore.
And
it
now
just showed
just
the number.
You know what I mean? But that's the difference. That was the first 12. And I was excited about that first 12. And I embraced that first 12 to get to the next, which was 24. And then, 36. And then on and on and on. But the only way that happened is putting the effort forth and embracing the moment that you are in. Like, the walk is the walk. You got to embrace the ugly. Me and Carlos say that all the time. You got to embrace the ugly. Like, rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. He had a quote and said, hey, sometimes you just got to cut out all the fun, cut out all the bullshit, get ugly, and grind. You know what I mean? That's the reality of what you have to do. Those days when how I got 332,000 miles on the Saturn View is because I was out here in it, moving around every day, doing something, working a regular job and doing this for no money, just to get myself in a situation where my energy is starting to match what I need to come back to me. because I'm putting forth the type of effort that people are going to see, even if you don't like what I do. If you're watching, I'm gathering all of that, and it's helping propel me to the next step. And the only thing that getting to the next level in anything that you do, it just gives you a better view of what you can get to. You know what I mean? It's like if you can't see over the edge, when you finally get up over the edge, then you see everything that's over the edge. So the more you climb and grow, it never stops. You know what I mean? In the things that you chase never stop. Jay-Z just became a billionaire, but he's still working. Bill Gates and all of these different people, and you know, everybody that's successful, they still work because it's not about the money. It's about the view. It's about what you get to see.
Hey, Hot Brethren and Sistren, if you love comedy as much as we do here at Hot Breath, click the subscribe button to join the Hot Breathiverse, and then watch more videos to get even more comedy tips.